Today it's all about Valentine's Day again. Chocolate covered strawberries. They're pretty expensive to buy, but surprisingly easy and fun to make yourself. A little dipping, drizzling, some sprinkles. Great for giving on Valentine's Day. And don't forget about Mother's Day. Hey, it's Vicky. Welcome to my channel, where I show you recipes that are budget friendly and simple. And I'm not afraid to use some store-bought things to have a little help. That's smart. I call that cooking simple and smart. Of course, you want to start with nice fresh strawberries that I picked fresh right off the supermarket produce aisle, and rinsed them real good and pat them dry because you don't want any water on it. Water will seize your chocolate. And speaking of chocolate, I'm going to use some melts. Melts really good. They're very easy to handle and they taste good. That's the important thing, is tasting good. However, I can't find the chocolate little disc that tastes good. So I'm going to use a bar and microwave it the same way I do these. You want to use a bar, you taste it. I did. Make sure it tastes good. If it tastes good, it's going to be good. I use a lot of melts for the kids, and it doesn't matter as much as the taste because kids will eat anything. And you just got to chop it up. Make sure all your stuff is nice and dry. And I don't want to use it all because if my temperature gets too high on the chocolate, I'm going to need some extra pieces to lower the temperature right away. We'll show you more about that a little bit later. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and microwave everything in 30-second intervals at half power. While that's going, I'm going to get my toothpicks ready. I'm going to put them on little skewers or long toothpicks. You don't have to, but I like to. I find it easier to just handle it better. And I have a paper towel here because if you notice that some of them are still wet, just give them a little extra pat dry. It's important that they're dry because water does seize chocolate, and that's no fun. I actually started at a minute and then went into 30-second intervals. You see my white, it's all melted, but it's too thick. And my pink is perfect. It still has chunks. And I'm just gonna stir it, and I'm gonna give this one another 30 seconds. But this guy who's too thick, I'm gonna add a little vegetable oil. I'm just gonna add a little at a time until he's the right consistency. You could always use a double boiler, but I kind of have a problem staying in one place. And with the microwave, I get to kind of do something for 20 seconds. Okay, my chocolate is done. It still has just a couple more lumps. And I'm just gonna keep stirring. You want your chocolate to be at 88 degrees. But I could tell it feels warm on the bottom, so I'm just gonna keep scraping the bottom. I started with 1 minute on 50% power and stir. And if the bottom of your jar feels hot, just keep stirring and you'll see the residual heat will melt the rest of the chocolate. I'm gonna do my strawberries a couple of different ways. See if I can get all of this in here. You wanna take the leaves and get them out of the way. Now I like to dip all the way. And you don't have to, you can stop anywhere you like. But I'm an all the way kind of dipper. Shake. Some I'm gonna stand up. Some I'm gonna leave on the parchment paper. If you don't have parchment paper, you can just use saran wrap. It's anything that, or wax paper, something that won't make the chocolate stick. sprinkles, this is the time to do it while the chocolate's wet. Oops, I forgot to save the good ones for my tuxedos. Oh well. And the old classic tuxedo, it's way easier than you think. You dip the strawberry in white chocolate and let it dry. Then dip it in chocolate on an angle. To make the suit. Use a toothpick for the buttons and the bow. Simple. Well, that turned out okay. Let's try some chocolate hearts now. So I saved these really, really big ones because I'm gonna cut them in half, and each side looks like a pretty cool strawberry. So you cut it in half this way, and then we're just gonna cut a heart out of it. Dry them up. Remember, just cut them. I don't want them juicy. To put some zigzags on them, you can just zigzag it like this using your spatula. And for the little hearts, I'm gonna do some pink. You could do a little half dip on the strawberry if you like. Little sprinkles maybe. That looks pretty. Or even just dip in the top of the strawberry. Maybe a little drizzle. Use your imagination. You could even mix all your colors and make a swirl. That looks pretty. Have fun with it. So let's make our strawberries look pretty with some little baking cups here. I get these at the dollar store. You get a whole lot of them. Such a good deal. Makes everything look so much more pretty. As a matter of fact, all the stuff here I got at the dollar store. Like, I love the dollar store. And for that cute little gift bucket, I just found this tin at the dollar store and a styrofoam thing that just fits in there perfectly. Now, you could always use a coffee mug or something, and these styrofoam things that fit, and some tulle. $1 each. Yay. Makes it look so pretty. See, that wasn't so hard. I love the chocolate little hearts, most especially, because they're a little smaller and dainty. Still a 2-biter. See how the chocolate doesn't break apart? Means it was done perfectly. You can do it. It's not that hard. I hope you like my videos, because I sure love making them. Hey, and if you like this, you should watch this video over here. It's these cute little lemon strawberry cookies. So easy to do. You can even do it with your kids. If you like my videos, give me a like and ring that bell, because I make new videos every week. I'll see you next time.